Well, hello. Here I am again in this office/classroom where earlier this year I recorded a video and someone told me the video is backlit. This is not good technique, you want better lighting. So I thought that's no problem at all, we can change location. I wanted to talk about our music school 2017. Thank you all for your donations, for your interest. It has been a great experience. Huge learning curve for me because I haven't worked that much with kids and not that much as a teacher before this, but it was very rewarding. We had a little over 40 kids who participated, although you also have to say that a lot of them just came to a few classes and then stopped coming, which I hope there will still be long-term benefits from that. But thanks to the donations, we were able to offer them so much more than originally planned. We now have a total of 6 guitars and 3 ukuleles here. Ukuleles are a big hit. The kids are loving it. They're much easier, much more fun to learn. We now have a piano as well and a keyboard. So the piano is in a cultural center here in Tobati and the keyboard is here at the home. Several kids are already interested in piano lessons and have started already. A handful of kids have really advanced, I would say beyond average. These kids are making much bigger strides than the other students that I have a frame of reference for, which were from much more privileged circumstances. One of the most encouraging things though is that a lot of them are obtaining instruments. They bought guitars, they bought ukuleles, which for their financial status, that's a huge deal. They've, sort of asked around their friends and relations to see if anyone has an old guitar kicking around, and several of them have managed to acquire some instrument from someone and are now practicing with a lot of dedication. Sometimes I just drive by the barrio and I see them sitting around playing their guitars. They spend a lot of hours with their instrument. So this has all been very exciting. Also due to the funding, which was above what we had expected, we were able to offer school bus rides to the kids, pick them up in their neighborhoods and bring them here. But we're also thinking for the future to maybe change the location, instead of having it here, to go to their barrios and their neighborhoods and work with them there. It has several advantages being there with them in their own neighborhood. You'll find a shady tree to sit under so you're on more or less neutral ground, and they will come out. I do want the more advanced kids to give lessons to the less advanced kids in the coming year. That's one of the things that we're going to be working on, so that the knowledge can spread independently of us teachers. One thing that has been happening that's been very encouraging is how many people have been getting on board this project on the leadership side. How many of my colleagues have been coming out, giving lessons, learning to play the guitar in order to be able to give lessons, things like that. So that's a little bit about what's been happening this past year. What do we want to see in the coming year? For one thing, like I already mentioned, we want to be visiting them. Just the logistics involved in getting us to their neighborhood is less of a challenge than getting them here. Another thing is I want to increase performances. One of the most impressive things to me has been when we had a performance here, the kids who found out that they were going to be playing, they just gave it their all. They started practicing for hours to get the chords right, to get the rhythm right. They just rose to the occasion. So I want to do this more often. They had a lot of fun, we had fun, and I'd like to give them more opportunities for that. Also, I want to increase the number of hours. I think many of us are used to a system where it's a half-hour lesson per week, and then you're sort of expected to spend the rest of the week practicing for the next half-hour lesson. But I find that, especially in this context, it's so much more effective to be able to spend a lot of time together, making music together, rather than just see each other half-hour and then not see each other all week. So I'd really like to be able to spend more hours, especially with the kids that are interested, that are showing dedication and enthusiasm, but also with those who are having a hard time focusing. I'm hoping for more staff, someone to help the kids with percussion, get some bottles and buckets together and just teach them some rhythms. I'm not so good at that. someone to help them with dancing. A lot of them love to move, and dancing is really not my thing. So hopefully we'd be able to get a few more people on board. So those are a few things we're hoping for the next year. It's all going to depend on how much comes in, and then we're going to see how much can we do with what came in. How many more hours can we work? How many extra staff members can we recruit to help out with other aspects? But no matter what, we're going to continue this. We're going to keep working with the kids, see how far they get. Some of them will get quite far, and some, not as far. But the whole point is to also have this be an encouraging and life-changing experience for all of them. So again, thank you very much to all of you who are part of this, and I hope I hope I can see you soon, because most of you live very far away. But also I hope that this is beginning of a new chapter of just a lot of encouraging new experiences. All the best.